My Sagittarian loves, welcome back to the channel. So this is your weekly reading for love and romance for the third week of December 2020. Be sure to give this video a like, okay? Comment down below at your earliest convenience, and also subscribe to the channel if that's what you've been thinking about doing. All right, my Sagittarius. This is for soulmate twin flame connections, and this is this week in the eyes of this person. So it'll be nicey nice. All right, feel free to skip through this time as well if that's something that you want to do. All right, so my Saggies, this underlying reading of this person is the Wheel of Fortune. This person is recognizing their abundance, and it might have something to do with you, Sag. All right, so in the distant past for this person, we have the Moon reverse and the Chariot. This person was overcoming, I'm hearing psychosis, or like just PTSD, emotional trauma or triggers, pain, wounds, and they were overcoming it. But also they were experiencing spiritual growth, but it was very accelerated for them, and it was very overwhelming for them. But it had to be that way for them to get to victory. But this person is overcoming something very spiritual. Could be a spiritual attack, but I'm not seeing it as happening as a result of, or I'm not seeing it as happening as a result of an attack, but I definitely see it feeling like a spiritual attack at times. But in reality, it was just this person growing, accessing parts of their subconscious mind, healing deep trigger wounds, clearing paradigms in their life. And it was very bumpy. It was a bumpy road. So in the recent past, this person experienced the Three of Air, in which they experienced possibly a trigger in this connection. Possibly they felt triggered by you. Something about this connection, though, was important for their spiritual growth. And maybe you met them during a time where they were undergoing spiritual growth. But in the recent past, this person was very triggered, and they were healing and expanding and growing from trigger wounds or from emotional pain, right? It feels like a long time. So presently now we have the Six of Fire, where this person is a lot more confident in themselves and much more confident in this connection. Whereas I think this relationship, at one point, it was a really difficult thing for them. I think even the point of you guys meeting was for this person to grow, but also for you to grow. But this is in the perspective of this person. So it was for this person to grow. And so it was probably really triggering for the both of you, but definitely for them at certain points. Especially when they were undergoing like this spiritual metamorphosis. It was very overwhelming, or emotional metamorphosis, where they were getting to know parts of themselves that they didn't know before. It was very overwhelming. But that was the point of the connection, I guess. Maybe not, but doesn't matter. It kept, you guys would get through it, right? So they're confident in the future of this connection. We have the Three of Fire. So they're very confident in their future goals. So this may be somebody that you're not really connecting with, but they're confident in their future goals. Whatever it is that they're planning on doing, or whatever it is that they're designing their future as like, they feel very confident in it. And they're also experiencing success in their dreams. Like, so they're having things come to light when it comes to what they're dreaming of in their life, in their career, in their finances, but also in love, that they're also, having the courage to continue dreaming of what they want as well. They're in a very fortunate time. So their conscious thoughts and their desires is following their heart, being in love, and being happy, falling in love with life, falling in love with themselves. Wow, this person's very deep, very, very deep. All right, so in the root of the reading, we have the Chariot and the Moon. So we have the Nine of Air. They probably had so much anxiety, overwhelmed with anxiety and fears. And it possibly was just energy that was sent their way. I don't know. It could have been magically for a lot of them. It could have been, just so they would study. It could have just been their higher self sending them that energy so that they could expand. Like they have something within. You probably know who this person is, and you probably would agree that they're very talented, or they're very smart. They're very unique. They're very intellectual. There's something really special about this person, and you know this person, and you know what I'm talking about. That they had so much anxiety, and they just needed to be away from everybody. There's so many 9 energies. The moon adds up to a number 9. Hermit is a number 9. The 9 of air is a number 9. The chariot's number 7, though. So that was the victory, and that was the overcoming. But, you know, a lot of introspection, like a lot of introspection. They just couldn't. And this was the distant past energy. They just couldn't. They couldn't be around people. They could be around you. They could be around anybody. Okay? All right. So, because this seems this is a big deal. But it also is like, yeah, I mean, they were just more focused on their life. They were just realizing that they were more than just what they were told they were, you know, and healing their mind. But they were realizing that they were more than just who they thought they were before. So we have the 3 of air in the recent past. A lot of intelligence, a lot of growth. 10 of fire reverse, though. So very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. These are things that would have really killed some people. You know, like this person went to some deep, dark places. All right. You ain't never been. You ain't never been where this person been, right? And you would honestly, if this person opened up to you and told you this, you would be like, dang, you'd empathize. Didn't matter how you guys ended, you'd empathize. Or if you guys are together, right, then you were there. You were there. And you saw it. Or you just saw like maybe their outside persona was kind of down, but inside they were really dealing with a lot. But they conquered it. Right now, they're very confident in the 6 of fire energy. They have so much more confidence in themselves and within this relationship. So much more, confidence in themselves and in this relationship, and in their ability to love, and their ability, and the fact that they know that they deserve love, you know. And this might have been something that was hard for them to see, right? Very triggered this person was, and they needed to heal. It's because they needed to heal. Like, if it didn't come out, they wouldn't have known that that's how they were thinking. So very confident, though, in their ability to manifest love, but also in love. The 8 of earth. If you're in this connection with them and it's long-standing, They're still just like doing it with you. If they're apart and they're working on something else with someone, and it's really wonderful for them. The 9 of earth. They're very confident and comfortable with this. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, if this person isn't with you, they're single, right? Or they're they're independent, because this is not someone who would probably be like in a million different relationships. Only if spirit brought it in, then fine. But they're fine with where they are in their life, and they don't feel like they need to rush, or this isn't something or someone who's just like, I'm going to jump in another relationship. It's like someone who, if, God brings someone new for them, then they'll be like, oh, great, thank you, God, But if God doesn't bring someone that year, it's fine. They'll still be there for Christmas. They'll still be there for Thanksgiving. They'll be all right. And this is a very comfortable, this person is very comfortable on their own, very comfortable and confident on their own. And it's because they got so much healing. Like, this person just heals. They're like a cat, the way they regenerate their body or regenerate their minds. Someone else, no, this isn't about reading. This is not about time. 1 second. I'm back. My phone, my cell phone, my alarm, you guys. Anyway, though, so we have the King of Water. Yeah, they're much more, so this person is a King of Water. Like, it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. Like, and I feel like I'm chuckling because if you knew how much they were, like, you'd be like, oh, okay. So it's not like, oh, an avocado, thanks. It's more like, oh, wow, okay, so I was worried for no reason. It's like a good, oh, not a bad one, or not a like, I didn't really want this, And And also, this person's very clear on how they feel about you. Like, I feel like if you're asking about to know if this person feels a way, they know how they feel about you. Like, they're very certain of it. They're not indecisive about it. They know. They know. The world just showed up like they know. So, you know. And so, what does that mean? Two of Earth. Okay. So whatever they're dealing in right now is what they want to deal in. Whatever they're doing, that's what they want to be doing. I feel like I had to say that for someone. All right. So we have the Three of Fire. So they're planning in the future and they're looking to the future. They see a future with this. They see a future with you. Or, if that's, I don't know, because I'm getting a pull, right? But you know what? They see a future with you. They do. And despite all the possibilities, they see it. And then we have the lovers and their conscious thoughts and their desires. They're just in love. Like, this person's just in love with you. And their passion is really heightened. Maybe they hit it before, but they have a lot of passion for you this week. A lot of it. A lot of it. It could be a lot of fun times this week, Sag. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just like love restored and renewed. And it's nice. It's nice. It feels like a very old love, Could be like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Very deep person. So it could be Scorpio, but also could be Cancer or Pisces. I mean, we have a lot of water cards. So this person has got a lot of emotions, and it's probably very, it's probably overly whatever sometimes, but they're good at getting control over it. So we have the Emperor reverse. I'm not quite sure what they want to tell me with that. So get control over feeling shut out, You can never be shut out. My Saggies, you can never be. And so I feel like embracing this Emperor energy will really help you when you feel like this person is abandoning you, or you get those abandonment wounds come up, or those triggers of just like the Five of Pentacles, I don't know, look it up. But it's one of those things that's like, if you understand the five, it's hard for me to explain it to you guys right now because it's just something I can't explain to you guys. Anytime you feel this come up for you, you need to remind yourself that you're fine. You're worthy. You're protected even when you're not protecting yourself. You're fine. All right? You're good. All right. So in the near future for this person, and also they're not going anywhere. So you may feel like this person is going to whatever. They're not going nowhere. King of Earth, Ace of Earth, they're not going anywhere. All right? But some of you guys already know that. Some of you guys may be kind of questioning it. All right. So a near future energy with this person. Oh my God. Now I know why Spirit wanted me to clean up my board. The Sun. So something really beautiful. You could be going on vacation, or you could be away with this person, or just doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Doing something that puts you in a very high vibe place, and in a place where you're feeling really good about yourself and feeling really good about the connection. This person feels so good. It could pop something on you. Something really positive is manifesting in this connection, without a doubt, very, very positive. Because I'm seeing someone who has nothing but love on their mind. So they're about to make a decision purely out of love. It could also be you doing it, depending on if you're Sag or if you're female or masculine, right? But someone is taking an action that is really in alignment with them, and so it makes them feel so good. And it could be you initiating this, or them, or some sort of news. But something really good is happening. It's gonna make the two of you guys feel really good, feel really in unison, and feel really at one. Feel really at love and at one. This is the 10 of Earth, so coming together, being together, securing this union or this commitment, making the two of you guys one. Engagement. A lot of that energy is going around this month. Engagement, but also renewing of vows or renewal of love and faith. Renewal of faith. Like your faith is restored in this connection. And so is this person's. Both of you guys. And it's happening because of the 5 of fire. So because this person's finally allowing themselves to be a little different from how they've always been, because they've expanded as a result of triggers, possibly from children or childhood. Maybe there's a child really triggering this person, and they're letting themselves grow as opposed to fighting it. I feel like before they used to buck it or whatever, or they would used to just like bask in it kind of, whereas now it's really triggering them, and they're expanding. Like they're expanding. It's instead of it making them happy or making them feel good, because maybe this person is kind of like somebody, they're a unique person, right? So I don't need to explain this person too much, but you know who I'm talking about. There's something very special about this person. But they, may kind of like typically, or maybe the situation, maybe something different, but it feels like something with children. So I don't know if this is something happening with a child or something that happened with a child in the recent past that really, really stung this person, and they, instead of fighting it, whereas I feel like before they would buck it, and that's why my God is showing me like somebody like the pushing back. Instead, they kind of just were like, what? And then it opened them up though. Like it was good. It actually ended up being for the best. It could have also been a separation as well, in which somebody separated themselves, and it could be a child separating herself or themselves or himself. And because of that, it made this person, because you may be like, what changed? Because this person just seemed, but they're your divine counterpart, Sagittarius. You stubborn too. You stubborn. Woo. I have too many Sages in my life. Too many. I could go on for years. I literally cannot. I love Sag energy. There's nothing like it. Y'all kill me sometimes. But, this person definitely, they mirror your energy. They match you. So they could be strong-willed themselves or fiercely independent in thought or in emotion. Like they're like, you don't tell me how to feel. You don't tell me how to feel, and they shouldn't, and they know that you shouldn't tell them how to feel, right? So you just be letting them be who they are, right? And I feel like at some point though, something was said to them, or they felt something, and it really made them re-examine some things, and instead of fighting it, they let it grow them. And I see the crown, right? So there's an expansion in this person's life that happened in the recent past, right? So it isn't always bad. So we have the Lovers in their conscious thoughts. I want to know more about this Lovers energy. I know they're hiding stuff from me. You have the Messenger of Air. It's just it could be an expression of love, telling you how much they love you. But it could just also be some sort of message that, or maybe it comes from you. But this feels like it's a little bit of a surprise, and it's having to do with interacting and activity and discussion and talking. And then this beautiful Lover's energy manifests as a result, realizing that you guys are soulmates and realizing that they're your person, and they're like, what, Sag is my person. That's what they're like. They're like, what, Sag is my person. And I feel like they're saying it, and it's becoming an ideal. It's becoming clear in their head. Who else is my person? That's not Sag. All right. So this is a really cool reading. I'm going to cut it here. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, my lovely Sages. Okay, so make sure you like this video if you haven't already, and be sure to comment down below at your earliest convenience. Okay, now's a great time to do it, and subscribe to the channel if that's something that you've been thinking about doing. And go ahead and make sure you hit that bell as well, so you can be notified about all my future uploads, and so you don't miss a thing. I upload these things every single week, and there's a schedule right now of every Friday you get the weeklies. And Mondays, every other Monday. It's weird, but then you get the monthlies, right? So so that you don't miss anything I might upload in between, be sure to subscribe, especially if that's something that you've been thinking about doing. Okay, especially if. All right, Sag, I'm gonna turn you on. I'll talk to you guys next week. Enjoy this beautiful week, and make the description bar your friend. All right, bye-bye.